Today we're going to look at a game between Houston and Kansas, number 4 versus number 8. These are two elite teams, frankly elite defensive teams especially, that I was excited to watch this game, and I'm excited to see them play in the game of the future, and I'm excited to see how they do in the tournament. We're going to discuss one main concept. We're going to discuss how Kansas beat Houston's defense, knowing exactly what they're going to do, and just went right after it. Let's go. So the first thing we're looking at on this first play is how on this ball screen right here with KJ Adams, Houston sends two players to the ball. Okay, there was a great actual Hoop Vision video on this if you want to go check that out that Jordan posted last week. But essentially they put two players on the ball, which means that you have 4-on-3 momentarily from offense to defense. So the way you beat this, just flat out the way you beat it, is you get the ball to one of those players, you have great spacing, and you attack it. Okay, so Kansas looked to do this constantly where they get the ball inside to KJ Adams and let KJ Adams attack, whether that be creating shots on the outside or just going right after him. Now this is an off-balance, difficult shot, but KJ Adams is very good at this shot, and Kansas is probably okay with this shot to start the game. All right, again, we're looking at the ball screen. Ball screen this time with Hunter Dickinson. Same thing. You send two players to the ball, which means briefly you have Hunter Dickinson open. One easy way to make the pass into the post easier is instead of throwing it through these long arms right here, because you have a big and you have another guard that are chasing you, you simply scoot the ball one pass away, and then you have a much cleaner vision to the inside, especially because Furphy is their good shooter, so Houston feels like they have to close out, and that means you have Hunter Dickinson strolling in here because you have McCullough also over here. Great coaching by Bill Self putting the shooters on this side, which means Dickinson is wide open in the middle. Probably should just go lay that up instead of settling for a floater. That being said, it's a decent shot, and he's right there for the putback after he misses the first one. Again, we're looking at ball screen. KJ Adams again this time. I love this empty side ball screen. Kansas does this better than any other team, I think. Hey, Furphy gets the ball to KJ Adams, just like we talked about. KJ Adams gets downhill, forces Houston in rotation. KJ Adams is aware and understands where the defense is coming from, and Harris hits a crucial three at this point in time in the game. If you watch that Jordan Sperber video, you'll see how essentially Houston really goes to this defense over and over again. This is kind of the backbone of who they are. And the fact that Kansas was able to routinely essentially exploit it in this way shows A, how well Bill Self is, how good he is as a coach, and how well he communicates things in practice, but potential weakness for other teams to also attack and expose. A great skip pass from Dickinson here. And he gets the rotation defender. Who do you have open? You either got to take away Adams. You got the two shooters over here as Bill Self perfectly orchestrates a great pass using his left hand, and he gets fouled on the shots. This concept is essentially how Kansas was able to build their lead. They ran this same concept over and over and over again. And we see again the blitz, and immediately we can see Houston's a little more hesitant here because of this. Get the ball into KJ Adams, let the man go to work. Hey, he makes good decisions, and he's a crazy athlete. Just go up through contact and finish. Elite athleticism. On our final example here, we can see again, ball screen, this time with Furphy, which I absolutely love. In fact, I think this is the best example of it because it just simply shows how well Bill Self understands the game. Everyone is on this side right now. Hey, you get Furphy with the ball screen, two go to the ball. You simply move it one over. All eyes are looking over here, which means that the person who was the roller, KJ Adams, is wide open, which provides an open pass and a clean finish at the rim. Brilliant play call by Bill Self, brilliant execution by Kansas, all around across the board. This shows elite coaching, elite playmaking. So in conclusion, Kansas using Houston's defense against them is, I think, a wonderful example of what makes Kansas good and what has made Kansas good for such a long period of time. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.